There we go, a 6.0 cooler.
Drop it in this bad boy.
We're gonna put it in the old OBS 7.3, and then we're gonna talk about 6.0 coolers and are they a worthy upgrade today. So this 6.0 cooler came off Jake's old Super Duty, and we've monitored the temps on that. We know it works, it's still in good shape. Now it's time to throw it on the OBS.
Time to throw her in.
It's gonna be an interesting mounting. Gonna have to figure this one out. Looks like I can just go here and then maybe there.
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah. If not, that is gonna suck. Let's put the plastic there. I already know we're gonna leak. We're gonna leak.
Oh, look at how dirty that tranny fluid is.
It's time.
That looks like not transmission fluid.
Put this line off.
Your truck's over here taking a crap.
That's gonna have to get flushed.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't know if I can get back up in there. If I can, great.
You don't need this tranny cooler anymore. There you go. Way to be a man.
That's how you be. Woo! Anybody want a tranny cooler?
There's just a couple little dings in it, but not bad.
There's no problems.
All right, guys, to mount, gotta take off the little shroud right there that has the battery cable. And then you've got to loosen these two bolts. There's one right here, and then one right below it down there that hold the radiator on both sides. That way you can push the radiator back a little bit and slide the tranny cooler right here. And another thing you'll have to do on an OBS is you'll have to bend up these two tabs. That way you can slide it in there right in between. And then you attach them to the lower bracket screw right here. All right, we got her fit in there. Look at the crevice, it's a tight fit, but she worked.
I got the same freaking bolt.
Nice. It's mounted up to the bottom of the two brackets, like I said. And then we just have to work the hoses, fill her up. Woo! Woo! Well, we learned a funny thing today. Jake actually had on his OBS 2 tranny coolers. So there's a little one right there, the stock one. Then the other cooler we were looking at was double, and they were kind of in a line. We decided to put the big 6.0 on and run them to both. At least for now, because yeah, there might be an intercooler going in there at some point. So yeah, we ran both of them in there, and we kind of jimmy rigged this up a little bit. Got the fasteners. Got the fasteners. Now we're just zip tying her out of the way, and we're all done. It's a 6.0 cooler. We just got to put the grill back on.
All pretty.
The little shroud, make her look good. Put some ATF in there. It takes about two, maybe a little more than 2 quarts when you add a new cooler in there. Okay guys, I'm gonna talk about the performance of the 7.3 cooler real quick. Jake's old Super Duty had the 6.0 cooler when he bought it, so we never got to see the performance of it in that. But on my dually, as you've probably seen in earlier videos, it had the 488 rear end gear, so it's always running a little higher RPM, so it's a little hotter. The 7.3 cooler, when I was running, I'd see about 180 degrees unloaded. Here in Arizona, You know, 100, 180, 185. During the summer months. During the winter months, it'd be a little cooler in the 170s. But never, when I towing, I never got above 200. That's including going up hills in the hot summer, towing the boat. Nothing incredibly heavy. I couldn't imagine towing 10,000 pounds, what I would have done up those hills. But I installed the 6.0 cooler on my truck a little while ago and got a test on a nice 113, 114 degree humid day. This humidity that we've had this year has sucked. But anyway, through the 6.0 cooler and running unloaded, I'm running between 150 160 degrees. That is, you know, on the highway running 2400 RPM to do 65 miles an hour. And towing, I did get some towing in as I had to bring the boat a couple places. Nothing incredibly heavy, but I was seeing about 175 to 180, and that is running 25 2600 RPM, probably going a little faster than I should. But yeah, so in 113 degrees, I'm not seeing more than 180 degrees towing, and that's running it hard, just trying to get it testing out. That's compared to the old 7.3 cooler. The 7.3 cooler was, I was seeing 180 degrees unloaded, and the 200 loaded. Is it worth it? What do you think, Jake? 6.0 cooler worth it?
I'm putting it in, haven't I?
That's what we say. So our verdict, just like we did with the Redhead, is it is worth it. Install a 6.0 cooler. It's going to be a worthy mod, whether you're going stock, you have upgrades, you tow, however much you tow, you definitely want a 6.0 cooler. The transmission fluid starts to break down around 215 to 220 degrees, and that's when clutch packs start to wear. And as soon as you get hotter than that, if you're towing more than 10K, or you know, you're towing heavy weights, you're towing often, you definitely need a 6.0 cooler. If you're not, I would still recommend installing it, because the cooler fluid is just going to help the transmission run more efficiently. It tends to run more efficiently around 175 to 180 degrees tops. You know, I think it's anywhere from 150 to 180 is when the tran's at its best. So installing that cooler will keep you within those temps. It'll keep everything cooler. It'll last longer. You won't need to be rebuilding your transmission all the time. Fluid will last longer. Get the cooler, install it, enjoy it. See ya. Like and subscribe, because we got some cool crap coming up.